Good morning, Vietnam! And today we'll be discussing world news with Carl Jesus on Savior News. Today we'll be discussing a doctor in Pakistan spreading HIV to patients and kids. That's not good. We'll be reporting directly from Pakistan with my reporter Ali. She'll inform us on what's going on over there.
Jesus. I'm Ali, here in Pakistan. An HIV epidemic has been discovered in the Sindh province of Pakistan and is being linked by officials to a local physician. Nazar Shah, a resident of Rodadero, Pakistan, has said his 2-year-old daughter caught the virus and was very confused because neither he nor her mother has had it. According to reports from NPR and the AP, parents in April began to notice lasting fevers in their children and took them to a nearby medical center for testing. By around April 24th, 15 children ages 2 to 8 had tested positive for HIV. Recently, Pakistan has faced an uptick in HIV cases among sex workers and IV drug users. Between 2010 and 2017, the country's number of new infections increased by 43%. According to Skindar Memon, over 617 patients were diagnosed as HIV positive out of 20,880 patients screened. 503 of the patients are children and 114 are adults. Most of the children affected were under the age of 5. Overall, there are 28,000 HIV positive patients in Pakistan alone. Memon has said that the reason for the HIV breakout is unsafe blood transfusions, which has been given out by Dr. Muzaffar Gangro. Dr. Muzaffar Gangro is in judicial custody, says senior police official Cameron Nawaz. Charges against him include infecting children with HIV with the reuse of syringes. Nawaz has denied the original accusations in a video filmed in jail. Memon has said that the government has established camps at various sites to screen for HIV. Many of Pakistan's population are nervous it may spread to other parts of the province, and many are going to hot places such as Ramadan to get screened. Pakistan Health Minister Dr. Zafar Mirza also announced on May 23rd that 3 new HIV/AIDS treatment centers would be established throughout Sindh.
10-second trivia. Question is, how much of the U.S. population are immigrants? 47 million, 20 million, 32 million, or 33 million? The answer is 47 million. Today we'll be talking about the crackdown on illegal immigration and how people coming into the U.S. illegally could affect their friends, family, and their children. We'll be taking to our reporter, Austin Salvo, for more information.
The United States has been considered a nation of immigrants for a long time, where people have freedom and come here to make their dreams come true. Mexico and Central America have a lot of history of migration. Unauthorized immigrants have become a political debate over issues such as deportation, legal status, education, and benefits. In a major policy shift, the Homeland Security and Justice Departments are promising to prosecute everyone suspected of illegally entering the United States. The policy shift means that the parents will be separated from their children if caught while crossing borders illegally. If this really does happen, this will separate thousands of children from their parents when they are arrested. Critics say is humane and cruel. One of the biggest changes in the 100% prosecution policy will be separations of families accused of illegally crossing the border together. Children who cannot be held in criminal detention will be placed in custody of the Department of Health and Human Services, while their parents are in custody. Previously, families caught entering the country illegally were more often quickly arrested together to await civil deportation hearings, as Attorney General Jeff Sessions says at the news conference in San Diego. We need legally and integrity in our immigration system.
Another story, today we'll be talking about how the increase of drug problems in New Jersey is affecting its people, and how 500 bags of heroin was found in some guy's house, found by Vincent Cafiero, a reporter. for more information.
This reporter Vincent Cafiero here to tell you about the man with all the heroin. Seriously, he had 500 bags of heroin. In Galloway, Jeffrey Martin, age 28, was arrested on Monday morning with possession of a controlled dangerous substance and intent to distribute. That morning, an anonymous source called 911 reporting a seen drug deal on Moss Mill Roads and South New York, according to a post on the department's Facebook page. When K9 units arrived on the scene, they found a car matching the description that the anonymous source had listed, and when they searched the car, they found the bags of heroin in it. And when they got the ability to search Martinez's house, they found the rest of the drugs there. Had arrested him, but Jeffrey was released on a summons. Heroin has been a growing epidemic in the Atlantic County region. And here's the reason why. Heroin is an opioid, a highly addictive drug that is a subvariant of morphine mixed with the seed pod of various opium poppy plants grown in Southeast and Southwest Asia, Mexico, and Colombia. Heroin can be a white or brown powder or a black sticky substance that is known on the streets as black tar heroin. Other common names for heroin include Big H, Horse, Hell Dust, and Sumac. In the state of New Jersey alone, 38,000 people over the age of 12 used heroin during 2016. And same during 2016, 50% of New Jersey residents who entered substance abuse treatment was being treated for opioid addiction, in most cases heroin.
For our last story today, we'll be talking about World Culture Day here at ACIT. Fun fact, Italy has the best impact in global culture in the world.
On today's Savior News, we recently had the ACIT Culture Day developed and created by Miss Vivian and Miss Briggs. Students flooded the hallways. There were different stations everywhere, not to mention that the celebration was held in the famous Red Hawk main building. The event started in the auditorium where you could find a variety of dances such as Africa dance, Irish step, European court ballet, and Latin dance. In the gym you can find the friendship making bracelets and a flower making station, a henna station, and an origami station, and more. You can find a large variety of food that ACIT Culinary Arts prepared for the students. Some foods were included in this diverse cafe. Some foods that were included in this diverse cafe were churros, empanadas, and parfaits. Not to mention the main street was most packed that ACIT has ever seen. Here are some of the students that were there. Long lines for face paintings and silent mimes and good times. Hope to see you there next year. Back to you, Carl. Hello, what did you like most about World Culture Day?
What I liked most about World Culture Day probably had to been like seeing all the cultures get together and like watching everything go down and happen. So it was pretty cool. Also, the foods weren't bad at either, so they were pretty good too.
Well, you heard it here, folks. How long did it take you to rehearse your lines?
It took like a couple days.
A couple days, okay. What did you like most about World Culture Day?
I really liked performing and learning and exploring the different cultures.
And now, we'll be seeing you later. All these stories that you're making me crazy, all I want to do is talk about it. Let's go hit the weekend with some fun. And remember, you're not Greek if you say gyros, gyros, and not euros.